So this past weekend, I got the chance to finally see the newest Jason Statham action thriller, Mutiny. Now, apparently, this film got some bad press because of some leak on Amazon. I wasn't even aware of that until after I saw the movie. But this was definitely an action film of his I was looking forward to. I was a big fan of The Beekeeper, did not care for The Working Man. Enjoyed Shelter, was it? Or Shutter? I think Shelter. A little bit more. This was definitely a step up back to that like fun B action film thriller for me. Of course, it's stuff we've seen many times before, but if it gives you what you want, that's all that really matters. And this definitely delivers on the action. Jason Statham plays Cole Reed, someone with a past, who now people have messed with him, so he's going for revenge. It's the thing we've heard many times before with his character or many other characters from other action films, but he's still bringing all the fun, still delivering his just like badass cold delivery, like just ice steel style of mayhem and carnage. Yeah, so the film, of course, starts with like a little side plot about a whole business dealing, and it's pretty clear from the start, like, oh, well, that guy over there, he's clearly involved in this scheme. Oh, I wonder if also this kid here is also involved in this. Nothing's going to surprise you narratively with this film. You're going into this story for the action, the entertainment of it all. And what's extra special for me about seeing this film is that actually one of the guys who I went to high school with actually worked on the poster design for this film. In fact, he's done a lot of work for other films in the past that I very much enjoyed. He did work for John Wick 4. I think he also did work for Ballerina as well. He did work for The Long Walk, which was a film I was absolutely blown away by. I think he was kind of one of the reasons I heard about it, no, I'd already seen a lot of the advertisements, but then I'm saying, oh, he worked on this, cool. I already had intrigue to see it. It was just a fun, cool extra element. And then he also worked on the poster, the iconic Two Eyes poster design for Saw X, which has been, for many of us, the best of the Saw films, like easily. And so he worked on this one as well. So I was really excited to check it out. And yeah, I got what I wanted from this film. The action is very visceral, very dynamic. There's like one of the previews showed like a little action scene between these containers, very tight close quarters combat with like a knife being used and like being dragged on the steel, which kind of took me back to Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I really liked some of that. Jason Statham really knows how to kill bad guys or hurt them with some very interesting choices in weapons. Some of them, like, you figure, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. And then other ones, you're like, oh, you can make that work? Like, he literally takes a lock that he busted off a door to help free these captives who are being trafficked on the boat. And he literally uses it to just like rip some guy's jaw sideways. And then if that weren't enough, then when he's struggling with the knife, he uses his knee to essentially just knee it up into the guy's face. At another point, he's using a door on a guy's head. He's going all I know what you did last summer with a hook against another guy, and then using a shark bow gun or whatever they're called. There are a lot of moments in this movie that just left me absolutely wincing, like, oh, like there were a lot of audible reactions in the theater. That I just, yeah, they absolutely worked for what they were going for. Like I said, the story is very basic. There's a side character where the actress Annabelle Walls plays this side character, this woman who's been kind of forced onto this boat because of circumstances, which was a little weird. Some people have pointed out, felt like they could have just used the story they're giving her on why she has to be on the ship and just give it to Jason Statham. That would have trimmed out a lot, but it might have also trimmed out too much to where this would have been just like a 70-minute action film, which might be a little too short. But she still worked. She still works. The bad guys are just the bad guys. They are there. They are human traffickers. Because this is also mostly taking place on a harbor ship or like a cargo ship. It's a lot of like close quarters, tight quarters combat, but also oddly enough, sometimes the pacing can kind of move like the ship itself on water, where it's not like a dragging plot, but they use the action very sparingly so that when you finally get the action, they absolutely deliver, and it makes you more grateful. But because of that, they are outnumbered. It's 2 versus an army, so they have to play it smart. It's a lot of how do we move around here, avoid these people, and for the most part, it works. There's some inventive maneuvering on how to move around the ship. Other times, it can be a little hit or miss. But I do appreciate that they at least gave him someone to work with who's got like military experience, so you can buy her putting up a fight. There's also the whole side plot with the USS Marine or the Marines out on water wondering like, oh, when are they going to show up? Oh, okay, they didn't even need to do the investigation because they just got a second call confirming, yep, do we need to send people there to help them? The way it resolves with all of that at the end, it's like, did you need to go in that whole fake the death direction when he could just cleared up that he was framed for murder and he was saving all these people? Did you need to do that? Like, obviously they figure out, yeah, it's pretty obvious. We'll just pretend to believe you because we know he did a lot of good on the ship. But it's also like, why'd you even need to do this whole he's faking his death thing? They of course bring on more people to fight, so they are very much more cannon fodder. There's plenty of background with these people, how the experience they have. There are choices some of their survivors make. There's certain points where you're thinking maybe things will go in a certain direction, and then it kind of cuts it a little short. But again, for the most part, yeah, this was a very solid, entertaining action experience where I essentially got what I wanted, which was just Jason Statham absolutely wrecking dudes for so damn long in some really fun, creative ways where they're hanging for their dear lives, where they're sustaining certain injuries where you wonder if they're going to be okay, where they get really creative with the weapons, the actual like choreography implemented, the use of the environments. And so yeah, it's a real solid action experience. If you've seen 80 bajillion action films already and you're looking for something new, that's not what this is. But if you've seen the trailer and you're like, oh, Jason Statham's taking out a bunch of scumbags again, sign me up. Yeah, you're gonna have a fun time with this. If you were worried like, is it gonna be another fun one, or is it gonna be a letdown? Because I know there were a few others who weren't that crazy like myself about The Working Man, but no, this is definitely a step above that. And I'm also excited for The Beekeeper 2 to come out next year. I hope this does well in theaters. If you're looking for a fun little summer experience or just a good fun action film, I know there's plenty of really great films to see right now. The Odyssey, Spider-Man, there's a couple others that just came out that I'm looking to see as well. But try to make some time to go see this one as well. It's definitely worth supporting in the theaters. So I would give it easily a B+ on entertainment. Writing, probably a 7.5 out of 10, somewhere along those lines. you're going there for the action and for the moments that'll make you go, oh, they did that, and that's what this delivers on.